Hey, what's up, folks? Welcome back to another 3D Hangouts. I am Noé Ruiz, designer here at Adafruit. And joining me every week is my brother, Pedro. Hello.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Pedro, Creative Tech here at Adafruit, and every week we're here to share 3D printed projects.
Featuring electronics from Adafruit.
There you go.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. This is a show where we combine 3D printing and DIY electronics to make inspirational projects. Hello, everybody. It is it's Wednesday, July 23rd, 2025. This is episode 492. We are streaming live on all the networks: Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, X. Hello, everybody hanging out in those chats. If you have any questions or comments, you can drop them in the various chats, and we can bring them in the show and answer them during the live show. Big shout outs to everybody hanging out in the Discord, Adafruit Discord. Link is discord.gg/Adafruit. We got a link up there in the top purple bar. Gonna welcome everybody. Big shout outs to everyone hanging out there. We have a standard show. We have a new project, so we're going to walk through our Learn Guide. We have some prototypes, new cases, new 3D prints, a time lapse, and more. So welcome, folks. We got Duester, Vince, and Squid.jpg. They're hanging out in the Discord server. Thank you for joining us. And on YouTube, we have the 3D Tech Guy. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Mark Gambler. Hey, long time no see.
Good morning.
Good morning. On holidays, so I can watch live. Excellent. We're happy to have you. All right, let's kick it off with adafruit.com/free. We got freebies going on for various tiers, starting off with orders of $99 or more. You're going to get a free PCB coaster with a golden Adafruit logo. And then if your order is $149 or more, you're going to get the PCB coaster plus Adafruit KB2040. It's a lovely microcontroller with the RP2040 chip. And if your order is at the top tier at $199, you'll get the PCB coaster, the Adafruit KB2040, and free UPS ground shipping for continental US only. These get automatically added to your cart. And while you're there at checkout, why don't you use our coupon code to get 10% off your order with Chatsubo. Chatsubo, which is a tea leaf in Japanese. I'll get you 10% off your order. So please, if you do want to order something, get 10% off with our order. We appreciate all your orders. Keeps us going. All right.
Yeah, Sabo sounds like that dessert Sabo.
Sabo.
You had some of that yet? It's like a...
Not. Oh, wait, Sabo noodles? Of course I've had Sabo.
No. It's like a coconut jellies with like fruit.
Jellies. No, I haven't.
So good.
Yeah, we have the couple of Japanese cafes and restaurants in Boston. We just need to go out there and check them out. Love Japanese ice cream. It's my favorite with the little fish, the little fish thing. I think it's called like yakitori or something.
Mm-hmm. So like that matcha. I tried that
ice cream.
I don't know if it's promoting the Donkey Kong Bonanza, but that Donkey Kong rolls with the fried banana on top. So good. Who knew banana and shrimp would be good?
Banana and shrimp. I believe it. Yeah. I'm hungry now. Okay. So, Pedro, this week is, let me flip you around. You got a new project. Last week we took a look about it. Now you've released it. Let's
so we made this really cool sign to promote the case for the constant current LED booster board. Here's what that looks like. Let me turn that off. It's so bright.
Do you want to go to your desk cam? Let me switch.
Oh yeah. You got that. There we go.
Oh, that looks better. There you go.
Yeah, here's a little case for that. Last minute, I added a little window so you can see the mini dip switches. This is what's controlling the current. So it allows you to change it from 25 to 50, 100, 200, all the way up to, for a total of 400 volts. And you kind of see here, it gets brighter and then blindingly bright. So you can drive all of the Noodle filaments all together. That was the problem The problem this is solving is when you connect a couple of the filaments together, you will lose the power as they all have different power draws, like the different colors. I think it's like blue wants more power than like green. So this allows you to feed it more and get that even, hence the name constant current.
Yeah.
So we also have the little cutouts for the terminal blocks here, so you can easily hook up your JST connector to have a 3-volt battery running all this, or 3 or 5 volt.
That's
and then
great.
the output on the other side, we sent an order into JLC so we can have this stocked in the shop as well. So it's super handy. You have the little tabs on the side so you can mount this. And that is how this little Chatsubo sign is hooked up. It's just mounted to the back of there. It's a little battery on the back. And then the LEDs are just press fitted into the little channels that you can see the example here of how this is going. It's just dual extruded, one with a translucent and one with the darker color. You can kind of see the channel that it gets fitted into there. The size of the filaments, it's like 1.7 millimeters, so enough to fit those on the inside. And that's what that would look like if it was green. And then you have these little loops or handles on the back for illuminating the text.
Yeah.
Since that would be, I would have to blow this up bigger to fit those into the actual letters, and we just wanted to keep it the size of what the actual outline is, so we could not have to use multiple filaments for that, or more than 2. I am getting blinded. If only we had some sort of.
Does it work?
Yeah.
Sweet. So this is the JST helper. Helps you disconnect those.
We should
very tight.
Put an order in for these, so it should be in the shop soon.
Nice. And you'll be able to print your own, of course, if you want to do that.
Yep.
Print them in whatever color you want.
So here's what that looks like. It's just the 2.5 by 5 millimeter long screws to mount this to the little bottom base here. And this just attaches like so, just press fits into place.
Yeah.
Like that, if you want to print the sign out. I don't know how many fans of that are actually going to want this. Again, the main.
You might be surprised.
Neuromancer. Yeah, the main reason for this project was really just the case for that.
Yeah.
So that's what that looks like. Just wanted to show it as an example inside of a project. And yeah, super cool. I guess I should have had this go inside a Bamboo Studio so you can change that text around and have it be something else.
Yeah. Does the font work in Bamboo?
No, I should have exported like a blank one so you could just type in your own font. But nonetheless, you can open the Fusion 360 file and edit that if you really want.
Yeah, and it's
already sized. Yeah, since it's already sized to the 300 millimeter long filament, which is kind of standard. I think we have most of the colors in the 300 millimeter long.
Yeah,
we have 600 and I think like a meter long one. 24 volt one.
Yeah, I've used one in a lamp thing. But this is cool because historically you have to solder up wires to the noodles, and now you really don't have to. You can keep it all nice and tight, depending on what you're designing. But in this case, it's a really good way to show that you don't really need to solder anything. You just hook it up to the screw block terminal and press fit it in. There's no glue required. There's no soldering required. And with the multi-material printer, you can do these really fun, like integrated designs. Haven't been able to do this before our Bamboo Labs printer. And now with the AMS, we can make these really clean, like it's just a few layers thick. And you can combine black PLA with translucent PLA to make these really stunning isolated design. Look how good that is, man. Like even with the color swap technique, you would still get like a not as good
that would not work with the color swap because it's on
it
the same
work,
layer.
would it? Yeah.
So you definitely
it would have to be like inverted. And with the textured PEI, your first layer is the most prettiest layer because it does not look 3D printed. So all those techniques make a really good, high quality looking signage.
I have an updated one on this too. And what's so crazy is we have a 90-degree, it's like floating in the air. You can kind of see it here. So I added these gaps so you can more easily get the filament to go in there without like looping it through. So it just press fits through. And these were able to print with no support material.
Wow.
So super
Excellent.
impressive on 9-degree prints without needing any supports.
Wow.
That's super cool. And again, that's just so that you can fit the filament through like that. Illuminate more of the text that we have there. I did try like extruding this out and having the blue do another like loop around it, but that didn't look as good as I thought it would. So that was the right way to go. Just have these little loops that hold that filament in place. So if you're looking to do a little marquee type sign like this, that's the best way to go. If you wanted to keep it within the 300 millimeter size for the filament.
Yeah, this is great. Like for doing custom fonts and yeah, it's so nice because imagine printing each little piece and then having to glue it in to place. Forget it. Like this is so great.
Nope, we're in the future.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah. Yeah. So for signs and props, it's really cool.
Yeah,
so
definitely
let
props,
me
have to figure out what prop to put this in.
Right. So pick up. These just landed on the shop. A restock of the TPS 61169 constant current boost converter for LEDs are in stock right now. $4.50. Get 10% off with our code Chatsubo, and you can power all sorts of LED noodles.
Look at that super long one. That looks like an art piece already.
Yeah, that's the one I used for the lamp. So.
Oh, that cool design Yanni just posted in the Discord. That would be perfect. The little key
you can totally do that now. Yeah, make an SVG of that, bring it into your CAD software, and
size it to the 1.7 millimeter width, so you can just press fit the filament in.
Yeah, maybe you can't do the kind of animation, but you can do fades and stuff if you hook up a microcontroller.
Yes,
but otherwise, yeah, these are in stock. Check them out.
Yay.
Dip switches, screw block terminals.
Really good price. I didn't realize it was that cheap.
Yeah, they are. And of course, you can also use the filament letters, so you can power a bunch of those letters and not have to worry about like getting the right resistor. You just flip these switches and on the fly see what looks good.
Yeah, there's like some current protection. If you scroll down, I was just going to read what the some of the features were for it.
Yeah.
Oh no, there it is. Yeah, it's the default is 25 milliamps, and then each switch adds another 25, 50, 100, and a 200 for a total of 400 milliamps.
Nice.
And what's the
we need 12 volts.
The 5-volt input or the 3.5. Yeah, and you can read all that there, so I don't get any of that.
Let me drop a link.
Super handy.
Yeah, I need to start thinking of one. It'd be great for Halloween projects. Need to.
It is going to make life so much easier for all these Halloween projects.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Cool.
Presentation. Oh no. Drop you back in.
Yeah, thank you.
Go over the guide for this. Super simple. It's really just a placeholder for the case. If you want to print your own, you should have this in the shop a month or so or something like that. So yeah, just going over some of the features for it. Again, the cutouts for the terminal block, the dip switch window, so you can easily access that, and of course the way to mount it. All the parts are in stock. Yay, even the colors that we're using here.
Nice.
Then, of course, the socket for connecting your battery. Batteries. And the silicone-coated wires. I did have to use these just so that would have enough room to reach back to it.
So a little soldering required. But
if your design requires it. This one that I'm just showing off in the case has none of that. The double-sided filament ones they're like super thick. It's like a jumper pin end, so you can hook those directly to the terminals if your design allows. If not, you can use the silicone coated wires with the shrink wrap. Little tubes here, so protect the outside. And then I just added a spudger here, and that's going to be handy for lifting up the lid on the case.
Okay.
Since it does have a pretty strong snap fit.
Mm.
Actually need some force to actually snap it into place. But good thing is that it doesn't wiggle around or anything, and it is on there really secure. I linked the translucent PLA here. I have not tested it, but these it's Polymaker, so none of their filament has been bad so far, and I'm not logged in, so I can't check that out. We were looking at it earlier.
Yes.
The translucent colors they have. I'm going to test out their gray translucent filament.
Yeah.
Super interesting. In the circuit diagram for this, we have the drawing of what the anode and the cathode is. The positive, or the anode, is denoted with a little circle on one of the pins for the nude LED.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how that is, how you tell it apart. You can also add some markings on it. I like using the oil-based white Sharpie. So that should be able to go onto like the silicone-coated wires or the filament. Or like I did here, I'm just using red and black to denote the positive and negative. And then on the LEDs, that's how that is hooked up there. Just simple. If you want to download the fritzing for this to create your own, we have the links there to our fritzing parts on our GitHub page. In the 3D page, you can see the case noted here, as well as the sign if you really want to check that out. We also have the 3MF file, so it is already painted for you using the paint.
Painted.
Yeah. Really sectioned off.
Very good.
And then the design file as well. That should open up good. See the Fusion file. And I'm only opening, oh, that's just the case. I need to put the sign as well. So I'm just showing this just to show that you can download any of the formats that you might want, like just STLs and step file, as well as the Fusion file if you want to check out how this is built. And of course, the explosion, what that looks like.
Yeah.
That's how that snaps in.
Mm-hmm.
And then, we have the positive and negative denotion on there too.
Oh, good. Very nice. Yeah, I'm starting to do that more too.
Yeah, because once you place it in the case, you're not going to be able to see which is which.
Yeah. Good job. Yeah.
Go back. And then move on to the assembly. Again, super simple.
Yay, I love simple.
It's it just places right inside the case. We have little nubs that'll go into the screw holes, so you don't need any additional hardware from that.
Very nice.
The hardware that you do need is for mounting the tabs.
That's right.
That's what it looks like. Super clean for your sign or your wearable.
Yeah, very modular.
And then the nudes, they again just press fit into place or go through the little hooks that are on the back. And then you have access to the little dip switches.
Yeah. You'll want some sort of pokey bit to. They're so tiny.
Do you have a pokey bit? What I'm using here is the tools that come with the printers to, for the nozzle cleaners.
We have some tweezers in the shop if you don't have.
The tweezers should work as well.
Where are my tweezers?
Yeah, I'm using the plastic tipped ones.
Oh really?
The EDS ones.
Okay.
There's like a little. I have a couple different ones. The little pokey one was easier for the camera to not obstruct while I'm actually doing the action, which is why I use that one. Yeah. Good. Yep. There you go. Super easy, and as you're seeing here, it's just wrapping the silicone coated wires. That's what we're using that, so it's easy to wrap and not kink the wires inside.
Yeah, I think this would be great for Lego builders that make like crazy Lego builds, cities and stuff. You can make these amazing lights now, neon like lights for your Lego builds. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Or your like model train set or something. Yeah, all good ideas. Sweet. All right, very very good. I'm glad the noodles are in stock and the constant current boost. They also have a dedicated learn guide for the TPS 61169 you can check out. That'll just give you, all the information you need for using it. I'm gonna try out those letters. Maybe I can build a sign with the letters.
Oh, yeah, the letters are super sturdy. It's
they're
like
sturdy,
on
right?
PCB board.
Yeah, they're on like a
FR4 or something. It's
Yeah.
pretty thick. So those
Nice.
are way more thicker, stable, easy to work with.
Mm-hmm.
What was I trying to show here? Oh, the PWM. You can check that out. I don't know if that
Oh, that's right. Yeah, maybe we'll do
control it
something
with
with
the
that.
microcontroller.
Yeah, that's great that it has those breakout pins, so you can do some advanced fading animations and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do that next. Yeah. What else? 3D model is on that page as well. Go to the downloads page. You can download the 3D model of the PCB or the Eagle CAD if you want to spin up your own board, where it's integrated into your PCB or something. Why not? It's good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Check it out.
All right.
Stock now.
In stock.
Yeah.
Get your
code.
templates sent out. Yep. Chatsubo. And shout out to Lady Ada and PT for recommending the Chatsubo sign. It's cool. They're into the whole cyberpunk neuromancer stuff. So looking forward to the show. I'm sure we'll see more stuff in the coming
Hopefully there's some prompts
for you or something. Right? Yeah. Very cool.
Awesome.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to check in. Let's see. Current Boost. Duess just is finally something I want to use Noodles for. All right. A fan of the Chatsubo. Of the neuromancer stuff. Very good.
I can't put an emoji on that.
All right. We ready for prototypes? What are you prototyping? Very good. All right. Let's see. All right. So we got our first 3D printed case for the Fruit Jam. This is the slim version where it's like the smallest possible case we can make for the Fruit Jam. So let's open it. It's a two-piece design. So here's the Fruit Jam. This is one version behind, but the hardware is finalized and the testers are being worked on. So this is kind of a future look at the Fruit Jam hardware. It's packed. It's the size of a business card. It's packed with all sorts of stuff. You got the RP2350 chip. You have the C6 ESP32 chip for Wi-Fi co-processing. You have onboard micro SD card for external storage, USB-C for programming and powering. We have a HDMI connector for doing DVI video out. You have an onboard DAC for doing really good audio out. So we have a headphone jack. We got a couple buttons here, 3 user buttons. We have a reset button, 5 NeoPixels. Onboard, also we can do external audio via a mini oval speaker. So we have a speaker connector there. That's the Pico Molex connector. We have a 2x16 for external GPIO. We have a STEMMA QT port for external sensors and breakouts. We have a 3-pin JST for like analog sensors and stuff like that, or external NeoPixels would be great for that. On and off switch. And then I think I said 2 USB-A ports for doing like mouse and keyboard combos. It's going to have M3 standoffs that are soldered on. Nothing on the back yet because this is the prototype, but it's going to have some nice silk screen. And the case is just a nice slim version of the case. And then I was able to do a multicolor print of the logo inspired by the Nintendo Switch. It is designed by Bruce Yan, who's our creative folk person. And it came out really good on the kind of black and white here. It just snap fits. I think this is, that's the wrong way. It actually goes this way. Oh yeah, one thing, I created this interesting actuator for toggling the on-off switch. Instead of kind of attacking the switch actuator from the top of the case, I decided to do it on the side of the case so that we can get this interesting left and right kind of actuator going on. So let me just line it up right, snap it on, and then you can see here that I can click that on. You kind of see there, it had to do a little cutout. So you can see that the little clips just anchor onto the actuator of the on-off switch. and it's really, really close to the GPIO header pin there. So that's why I have a little cutout there. But yeah, you can see here, you could probably print it in a different color, but it has a little V groove on there, so you can get your fingernail and actuate it so you can turn it on and off physically.
Awesome.
We got a couple buttons here. Like I said, they're our standard kind of reliefs, so you can just kind of click these in, which is our favorite way to do these buttons. The SD card slot comes out like this, so you have enough room there to kind of get it in there. And yeah, I'm really liking this. I'm probably going to get rid of these holes here because you probably don't need screws, because all of the cutouts kind of hold the thing in place. So there's really no need for hardware. So that's even better thing. Yep. And if you got a dual multi-material printer, you can do these fun multicolor prints where the logo is like built into it, which is really, really cool. I'm doing some experiments with there's a window here for the NeoPixels to shine through, but because it's a white case, you kind of get a lot of light leaking. That's where, you know, you get a little bleed of the light because it's so bright. And this is like 0.1% of the NeoPixels, so they get really bright. So what I'm going to try to do is an experiment where I create a bit of a wall that will extrude downwards to isolate the NeoPixels, and I'll probably use some black color. So it'll be a multi-color part where it isolates the lights, and it'll only expose it here. So there's some opportunity here to kind of create some cool things, some functional stuff with multi-colors. And I'm just running some LED animations here using the CircuitPython LED animation code. So it's switching between rainbows, fades, and a little bit of a comet, just to kind of see different ways. But it's only 5 NeoPixels. There's a lot of diffusion happening here because it's a good, I don't know, 10 millimeters away from the NeoPixels here. You get 5 of them, so you can individually address them, or you can just, you know, have them all light up for different things, maybe notifications or something, or just fun coolness. But otherwise, you know, it's the size of a business card. If it's in your hand, it's only 20 millimeters thick, and everything is exposed. I might add some speaker holes up here because I think that's the only other thing that it's missing is like onboard speaker holes. But, you know, these could act as speaker holes too. So I don't know. I need to get my hands on the final hardware. There is a spot here for a speaker. As you can see, the outline of the mini oval speaker would fit here, because that's where the actually, yeah, right there is where the Pico Molex connector for our speakers would go. So I don't know. It depends. I'll see what I get out of it. But otherwise, yeah, this is the first iteration of it. Really happy with the on-off switch. Let's switch it off. Let's switch it on. I might be able to do some multicolor stuff here where I like have a label for like IO for like on-off. That might be fine, kind of fun. And maybe I'll do something back here with some grill cutouts or something fun. But again, I want to get rid of these holes because they're not really needed. Reset button. Hit reset. It resets. Blinks. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I'm digging it. Fruit Jam is in development. I think Lamar wants to do something, yeah, soon, where like you plug in a cartridge or something into the header. That'd be really neat. We're working with JP to make some NES emulation, so you can play NES games on it. So maybe we'll do like a retro NES case or something. I do want to do something with this display where this is like a display you can get from Amazon. It's a 7-inch display. 1224 by 600. It's got HDMI, 5-volt power with USB-C. So it might be cool to do some sort of integrated cyber deck kind of thing. Like this is pretty good for the size. So maybe we'll do like a Mac Apple 2GS inspired case. Lots of different things we can do with the Fruit Jam. All sorts of games we have that we're working on, all in CircuitPython. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun little mini computer.
I think the latest we saw was the Sega Genesis is working. It already looks like a Sega Genesis with the port on top. So that would be super cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. But yeah, that's just the first version of our Fruit Jam case, what we can do with it. And we'll have a 3D model available as well, so folks can design their own enclosures for the fruit jam.
Awesome.
Hopefully coming this week or next week. Let's see. And that's what I am prototyping. Thank you for the link. You can sign up to get notified when they're in stock.
Exciting.
That page. Where's my... There it is. There, go to Lapse. You can see all the stuff. Fruit jam. Here's a look at the finalized hardware. Most of the stuff is the same. I think it was just some of the internal pins. It's going to come with a plate, which is cool. My case doesn't have a room for the plate because, like, why are you going to put a plate if you're going to have a 3D printed case? I don't know. We'll see.
This goes on the front or the back?
I think it goes on the front. Yeah, most likely on the front because, like, it has a cutout for these buttons. And it has labels and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the back has a bunch of text and the Fruit Jam logo. But yeah, that is what we got. Yeah, it's been work in progress here. Oh, that's before it had the Wi-Fi on it. But yeah, it has Wi-Fi because the ESP is on there.
Yes.
16 megabytes of flash, so you can have. And what's cool is when you plug this in, the SD card also mounts to your computer, so you have like this external drive, which is pretty neat. So you can have all sorts of storage for your ROMs, your very legal ROMs, which is going to be fun. I can't wait to play some retro games on there.
Yeah.
And our Tim and Melissa and I think JP are probably going to revisit some of their Fruit Jam projects to run on Fruit Jam, because right now they're like coded to work on the Metro because that was like our stand-in. But I'm looking forward to play with the Larzio kind of Mario Paint inspired thing, so you can like program music and stuff. So this is going to be so fun. And then of course there's like a couple games that Tim worked on. And we're gonna have a custom startup screen. There's a lot of progress happening.
So much had to go into this.
Yeah, like, I can't even keep track of all the different fun games. But yeah, Tim C's been doing a lot of fun live streams as well for Fruit Jam OS. So you'll be able to like imagine like Retro Pi. You know how you can like cycle between the different emulators. It'd be so cool to have Fruit Jam OS do that. So yeah, be able to right out of the box play with a SNES USB game controller. There's matching games, Snake Game. There's this is like Flappy Bird, but with the Nyan Cat.
Oh yeah.
Even Amberella, she's doing some stuff with Matrix code running down there. So all sorts of fun stuff. And there's a nice guide here from Anne this week or last week about using DVI and CircuitPython in preparation for the Fruit Jam.
Yeah, that's a really good positive about this. There's going to be so much at launch. It's already been worked on. A lot of the 2350 ports, so I'll go back over.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of love here for the Fruit Jam.
Yep, I got the kids hyped up on the emulators, of course. That'll be super fun.
Very cool. All right. Anybody have any questions about Fruit Jam? I'll try to answer them as best as I can, but it's all out there.
Soon.
Again, no direct date. Just know that the tester is being worked on, the hardware is being developed, or maybe it's already developed, and get signed up so that when they're hit the shop, everyone's going to sell them out, and we'll be sold out. Good stuff. Real quick, since we're still on prototype, I just wanted to share from last week the MIDI controller I'm working on.
Yeah.
This week, over the weekend rather, I put up together some MIDI code using Liz's MIDI for Makers guide. I just ripped some of the code and added some modulation and some delays and stuff using MIDI CCs, those control messages, and some MIDI notes for the keys. Also got a nice bitmap loaded on the OLED display. This is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a special live stream on CircuitPython Day, August 15th. We're going to do a bit of, it might be a pre-record, but also live kind of thing, where Liz and I will collaborate, and we're going to use Claude AI to create some custom display IO CircuitPython code for changing up the MIDI controller notes and MIDI CCs, so that we can kind of like how we did the Pico MIDI Fighter, where you can use the interface, the display to show an interface, so you can kind of control and change up different MIDI notes. So that's the idea. We're still working out the logistics on it, but CircuitPython Day, I think we'll have some more promotions and stuff in the coming days for CircuitPython Day. But we're going to have some special guests from the community, and we're just trying to get everything ironed out in preparation for it, because the 15th of August is going to be here so quick that we always try every year to get things ready. So that's a little bit of prototype plus planning for CircuitPython Day. It's in August, which is next month. We're already at the end of July.
Right.
So it's like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're waiting for everybody to go back to school.
Yeah, it's really hard to get people from the community and our internal folks to like focus on what do you want to do for CircuitPython Day. We try to do special content, special projects, and live streams. I think we're going to have Dan and Scott do like a kind of a Q&A or back and forth. Yeah, we'll have more stuff ironed out hopefully in the coming days.
Seems to work very well every year. So
Yep.
Excited.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. Are we ready for
this week's community make for Timelapse Tuesday is this Morbid Nesting Doll. This is super clever, having all of these little sections to a nesting doll. A little bit different than we're used to seeing. These Russian dolls. Looks like it's getting the skin ripped off. So perfect as a Halloween theme. It's always super cool.
Or educational for the kids. You got to show the different layers of the human anatomy.
Yeah. So it starts off with the hood, and then like the skin, got some of the bones, and then into the internals, and then even little soul.
The little soul.
Yeah, so after you rip off the skin, get to the skeleton, you get the internals, and then you get a little ghost.
The ghost in the shell.
Super cute. Yeah, ghost in the shell.
Very cute. It's so cute. Very nice shape.
Very clever.
Very clever, yeah.
There are some built-in supports. You can get the 3MF. All of that is already set up into different plates. So it's not multi-material, just different colors for each plate, which is super cool. So it prints, not super fast because there's just so many pieces. If we go over to my overhead,
I gotcha. Oh, where's your video? There it is. Oh, it's actually bigger than I thought.
Yeah, it's a little bigger. Kind of heavy because all the pieces as well. But yeah, go through the hood here.
Rip the skin. Yeah.
The skeleton there. Good
Skeleton.
Internals. Good detail on the where the heart would be.
Yeah.
Lungs.
The lungs. There's a heart cut out and some intestines.
It was educational because Declan was asking, "Oh, where's the heart?" I was like, "Oh, behind the lungs."
Mm-hmm.
Then
very sharp. The ghost.
A little ghost here. This is printed in glow in the dark, but I didn't show that off.
Ah, okay.
So it looks a little.
Your Chatsubo bar is lighting it up pretty nice, though.
Yeah, right. So you can kind of see there. We're using the blue glow in the dark. And yeah, all these pieces come out. So yeah, super cool design, and you got a nice little indentation there with the designer.
Very nice.
So super cool as a Halloween theme. Of course, that's coming up pretty fast as well. Before we know it.
Yeah. Yep.
Even the eyes, like these even pop out.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Oh, were they printed separately? Yeah, right.
Yeah, they're printed separately.
Very good.
I don't want to break it.
Yeah, don't break it. Let's take a look at the Maker World. Let me switch to this one. So, Matryoshka Muerta, a Morbid Nesting Doll by Abroerman. Excellent design. It is free, and excellent photography and graphic work on this model. It looks so cute. Really brings out the detail when you like add a little bit of paint.
Yeah,
Very, very cool. Yeah,
the video is
Nice
really
video,
funny
huh?
too.
Yeah, check out the video, check out the page and the designer, and
Look at all
give
these
them a like
makes.
stuff. Yeah, look at all these makes. It's cool to have like these little details with the eyes, like behind the eyes even has details. It's such
Mhm.
a lot of care was put into
That's how
this
it press
design.
fits in. The little X there is
Yeah.
the little cutouts.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say here. And then there's like a little bit of a little extra stuff. You could like the blushes on the cheeks, and you can add a little
Mhm.
bow. Very, very cool.
Must have missed the plate that had the bow.
Right? Yeah. So there's all these little details you can add to it. You can paint the eyes, the pupils rather.
Mhm.
Yeah. A matryoshka. Matryoshka. I think I'm saying that right.
Mhm.
Meditate on the fragility of life with the Matryoshka Muerta, the cheerfully morbid, atomically incorrect nesting doll inspired by atomical models and traditional Russian Matryoshka dolls. As you disassemble, you'll uncover skin, bone, organs, and something more. But do not mourn your babushka, for as you see as she comes apart, she goes back together again. I just wanted to read that out loud because it's fantastic blurb on the model. So check it out. Let me drop a link. Very, very fun. Imagine making a really, really big one.
Oh jeez.
And then like I don't know, you can light it up with a current booster and the noodles. That'd be cool. All right. That is this week's awesome Timelapse Tuesday. Shout out to abroerman. I probably saying that incorrect, but check them out on Maker World. They have a lot of fun stuff, so check them out. And
We have a
more
community
bubble
maker
shots.
too, maybe.
No, we don't. No community makes this week. Those are from last week in the notes. So yeah.
Early show. Quick show.
Early show.
Woo.
Okay. Just checking in on Discord. Everything's quiet. Everybody's just hanging out on holiday. Yeah, I mean, don't forget, we got 10% off coupon code going on today. It expires tomorrow, so it's good for the next 24 hours. Chatsubo, that's the name. Tonight, me and Pedro will be hosting Show and Tell. Definitely going to start at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Ask an Engineer is going to be fluid. It's scheduled for 8 p.m., but it might go on later as Lamore and Phil do their best to get the show. Just hang out in the Adafruit Discord server and you'll get notified when they go live. But hopefully sometime later tonight, they'll go live for Ask an Engineer. But we invite you to come on Show and Tell at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Just come in by the Discord server. We'll drop in a link for folks to come in. Tomorrow is JP's workshop, so tune in to JP to find out what he's working on. Fridays are deep dives with Tim, Foamy Guy. He'll be doing some more Fruit Jam OS work, or maybe something else. And yeah, that's what's going on. From the Desk of Lady sometimes happens on the weekends, but be patient as she is working on so many different things. And then I think this week there was no CircuitPython weekly meeting, but I think next week it's back.
Yes, these are now bi-weekly.
Yeah, it's a bi-weekly now because it's summertime. All right, I think that's going to do it for the show. Come on by the Show and Tell later tonight. We'll see you there. And we'll be back next week with, I don't know. I think maybe this will be ready if the hardware is in stock. We'll see. Yeah. Anything else?
I think that is all.
That's all. All righty, folks. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate everybody coming on, and we hope to see you later tonight. We'll be here next week. But until then, remember to make a great
day.
Bye, folks. See you tonight.